Hi, folks. Welcome back. It's day 5, and we're headed out into Shapir to hopefully find that fire elemental. Last time, oh, it's a bit loud for me. Last time we did a lot of fighting. Basically, day 4 was a complete day of fighting. Let's actually talk to. Can I get breakfast here? A dreadful fire elemental stalks the plazas, burning all it touches. Soon Shapir will be awash in flames. Hero, you must save us all again. I actually can get breakfast here. Okay. This is good to know. I bought rations yesterday, but Hero, please take care of yourself. I worry for you. Why do you worry about me? I killed a scorpion yesterday, killed 2 brigands. I'm totally fine. Elemental. I only know that elementals are dangerous. Perhaps others could tell you more. Well, yeah. I think that's all that she can really tell us. She's just worried about us. If you had not returned our treasures, yeah. All right, yeah, all kata are related. Nothing weird about that. Okay, thank you for the thank you. She did bring me something, I think. What did she bring me? I eat that. And then talk to Abdullah about this elemental. He seems to know what's going on. Your breakfast is delicious. Okay, I need to remember to eat breakfast. It's the most important meal of the day, especially at the Kata's Tail Inn. Tell us about this. Living flames which seek to consume everything. We shall be burned to cinders like a sore steak left too long on the grill. All right, well, he's not telling us about how to do anything with it, so I think we better just go out and see what we can do. Let's ask Shamin about the fire elemental. Elementals are dangerous and very destructive. Those wise in the ways of the elements could tell you more. Yeah, okay. So it's interesting. Oh, here it is. Okay. This is kind of annoying, isn't it, that I have to scroll down? There's no way to do this quickly. Don't like that. Is there like a scroll bar there? I don't even think there is. Alright, fire elemental. What do we do with this? It's a magical mass of fire. Well, naturally, the first thing that occurs to Conrad is use some water. Let's do that. Your water skin can't squirt that far. Let's get close. What? Jeez. Oh, did it hurt me? I think it did. It actually did burn me. Oh, there we go. The elemental dodges easily in the open plaza. Oh. So what do I need to do here? It's just in the open plaza. That makes me think if it's dodging, can I get it to go? You know what? We're dumb. We're gonna just go ask for advice. We didn't actually talk to. You're up to your compass and elementals. You can't use your map now. Well, okay. We need to find some way of restricting its movement, right? Um, First stop here. Let's go here and fill up our fountain. And I don't remember. There is a time limit on defeating the elementals. So if we don't do it in a certain amount of time, then heard the one about the fire, sire. It's a torrid story. The fire elemental had a seething passion for a sultry old flame who burned him once. Seems his spark was worse than his spite. Their ardor be a law. At least there will be a hot time in the old town tonight. All right, man. Are you gonna actually? Do you have any? Do you have anything actually useful to talk about? The fire elemental has a weakness for water. He lives in the fast lane, so you'll have to get him restrained if you want to make him remain, so that you can get him contained. To get the flame to smother, don't ask me, go ask another. Alright, well, that is kind of a clue. But we're gonna go talk to Aziza because she is a water specialist. And that seems to be the thing here. Like, we need to somehow... Fire feeds on oxygen as well, right? So we need to deprive it of oxygen or deprive it of air, right? Because it can do too much in the open plaza, something like that. I want to ask him. Maybe he knows as well. Just while we're here. Yeah. Everything I tried to do the other day is actually working now. Have you seen the fire elemental? It is magic of the most marvelous kind, so very beautiful the dancing flames. If I but had such a creature at my command, the pills I would make. He's an insane scientist. Okay, let's just ask about fire elemental directly. Fire glowing in the very semblance of a man, a marvel to behold, and yet a deadly peril as well. To understand the fire elemental, you must know the flame. Watch this. See how the flame reacts to incense. Fire is attracted to the things it burns because it is very vain. You know, incense would make quite a lure for the fire elemental. It would be very possible to lure the fire elemental away from the plazas using this incense, and where it is weak from hunger and water, capture it. Now I must get back to my work. If you see something that interests you, let me know. So that is very good indeed. Tell about fire elemental. You ardently describe the fire elemental to Harik. Isn't it exciting? Of course, some people don't appreciate its beauty. They actually want to get rid of it. Capture. How do I capture this thing? That's the main problem. What do we do? So, did he give us incense? I don't think he did. So we need to buy that, right? Aha, incense. Okay. So he will let this go for 70 sin times. So yes, Conrad understands now. We need to attract or lure the elemental out of the plaza into the streets with the incense. Very well. If it will save the city, you may take the incense. Oh. I could have negotiated for less money, I guess. So we have got a bag of incense now. You have in your possession a quantity of fire elemental attracting incense. You are carrying one pouch. Well, let's go try this. Or maybe we should talk to... I think we should just go talk to some more people before we face this again. I don't think they're gonna know anything necessarily, but let's give it a shot. The fire elemental be plenty hard to fight. Maybe the city burned down unless someone get it stopped. I'm basically just looking for clues now. Asking as many people as possible to get leads because Conrad is sort of... He's a nice guy, actually, right? He relies on his friends to tell him what to do. Specialists, smarter people than himself. Fire elemental be thing of bad magic. Even if it be stopped, more bad magic will come down until bad magic wizard be stopped. Wizard? Someone must be sending the bad magic that comes here. That wizard most likely be in Razir, since the bad things happen there first. Interesting. So Uhura thinks that there's a wizard in Razir doing this, and I think everything we've heard has actually supported that. Looking at my notes. Okay, well, let's not train with you. We have a more interesting task today. Rikish is not here. Let's ask the astrologer about the elemental too. There are omens of fire throughout the sky and many portents of destruction. Now, what is it that you wish to know this bright day? I want to know about the portents. Portents. Stars are very little, so well, don't. The planet Lahib is ascending. A fire elemental will gain more strength as it rises. Lahib. Okay. Wizard. Okay, I don't think we have... Elementals are things of magic and thus are ruled by the dragon. The dragon is the sign of vast magical power. Magic ebbs and flows. Yeah, I think we've heard all of this already. Okay. Thank you for that. Let's go talk to Aziza. See if she has any final words of wisdom for us before we go back. And I did not bring any flowers. Welcome, Conrad. She knows it's me at this point. Okay. Thank you. Alright. Shall we share tea? Always. Okay. Daily news. Fire elemental. Perhaps it would be well to show you as well as to tell you about such things. Okay, we came to the right spot. The essence of fire is hunger. As long as there is something nearby to burn, it will be able to move freely. It can consume the very bricks which make up the floor of the plazas. Until it is contained, it cannot be controlled. The weakness of fire is water, but the elemental of fire will avoid water by moving away from its source. Unless you find some way to drive or lure the elemental away from the open plazas where there is much it can burn to a more confined area, you will not be able to use water against it to capture it. Once it is captured and contained, it behaves as a magical flame. Interesting. Okay. Oops. That's just elemental. Oh. I don't think we've seen this one either. There are 4 basic elements which make up the universe: water, earth, air, and fire. That guy. What a badass. An elemental is formed when magic shapes an element into a semblance of a living creature. Elementals are very powerful and destructive. They can be weakened by the contrary element, but they cannot be destroyed. Once weakened, the elemental can be captured. Once captured, the magical nature of the elemental can be used for helpful rather than harmful purposes. Contrary element. The contrary element or weakness of fire is water. The weakness of water is air. The weakness of air is earth. And the weakness of earth is fire. Weakening an elemental will force it to seek escape and thus be captured in a suitable container. Okay, capture. An elemental trying to escape will be drawn to a container of an appropriate nature. If there is no container, then it will either flee or dissipate and reappear elsewhere. A container can be created by choosing an appropriate receptacle for the element, such as a water skin for water. Once the elemental has entered the container, its magical essence will be retained. One who thus captures an elemental will have power over it to use as he pleases. Very cool. So, based on all of that, thanks and goodbye. Based on all of that, we have the incense, we have some water that will weaken the elemental, and then we need a container, empty clay pot, a lamp, Aladdin Lamp Co. That seems like a good candidate for a container that the elemental would want to be in. So let's go do it. So for the incense, I'm going to say this one more time. Just over this fire elemental. Not too much has happened here, except that we've asked for advice. Let's do this. We just want to put this on the ground. All right, it's following us into the streets, just as we planned. Oops, I clicked through that, so sorry, 1 second. I want to see what that says. Ow. You have lured the fire elemental away from the plaza. Now you must try to weaken and capture it. Alright, well, let's weaken it with the water. Perfect. And let's take a look at that. It's a magical mass of fire, and then use the lamp on it. The shape of the lamp makes it impossible to scoop the fire elemental up. You'll have to think of something else. Let's just put it down. You put the lamp on the ground. It'll just go in of its own accord. Okay. As you pick up the lamp and rub it, a small flame appears. When you rub it again, the flame goes away. You now have a magic lamp. You put the lamp safely away in your backpack. All right. And that was a fat load of points there. It's just your average, everyday magic lamp containing a fire elemental. Boom. That's one elemental down. So maybe that means we get discounts. Oh, it actually burned away the sign. Burned beyond recognition. That's a pity. Let's see. Let's see if people recognize us for what we did. Hello? So far, no one knows that we did that. Let's actually... This guy was talking about... Harik was talking about wanting the fire elemental, right? For his own purposes. Maybe he will do something about this. I have heard that it was you that vanquished the fire elemental. How wondrously brave you must be. Yeah, no big deal. Okay. I must sadly admit that it did get out of hand. I suppose you did the right thing in vanquishing it. Yes. But, take a look at this. Although you know that Harik would be most generous if offered a real fire elemental of his own, you decide that the creature in the lamp might prove invaluable to you at some later date. Okay, so I can't give it to him. Well, in that case... Oh, I have been told that the teeth of a dragon are very useful for components, but I have never been fortunate enough to find any. Dragon teeth. Okay. Who else can we show this off to? I don't know. Let's just talk to these cat-eye, like, maybe they will say things to us. Greetings, Hero Spielberg. Just pots. Okay. Earth. That was pretty easy, actually, killing the fire elemental. Although I admit, I remembered how to defeat it. Kind of a most interesting tale. Although I don't think I remember the incense, I kind of had to figure that out again. Let's go see if there's anyone else to talk to about it. Should we practice with her? I kind of want to go into the desert again. You relate the tale of how you extinguished the fire elemental. You did good job saving the city. Yes, I did. And all before the day even started. I'm actually pretty low on health because I think I got burned by some of that. Got a decent amount of honor there too. Let's just rest here and then let's go train with her. I'm going to train my dodge today because actually, let's ask her about that because the Terrorsaurus is sort of our next problem. Dinosaur thing with many claws and teeth. It likes to eat people. Look out when it leaps at you. If it can tear you up if you do not dodge. That, yeah. I need to dodge. So let's practice dodge with Uhura. It's not the kind of thing that I would be able to parry because it's just so big. Okay, battle advice actually. Let's see. Oh, here we go. Pterosaurus cannot defend. but can take lots of hits. Quick stabs halt its attacks, but you still need good dodging skills, so you do not die while wearing it down. Wearing it down takes a long time. Yeah, I mean, I don't think there's anything to do there, then. You can still kill them, but throwing daggers, usually best to stay close. Yeah, we've kind of mastered those, I think, at this point. What attacks they use, learn to protect what comes next. Scorpions were tough, but we did defeat it. So the ones we actually have not fought then are Jackalmen and Ghouls. I think these only come out at night. And Griffin, we didn't fight it. We just lifted up a rock and left. I don't even know why we need that feather, to be honest. Alright, let's fight. And I'm just going to focus on dodge. Just back and forth. The Pterosaurus is our next great milestone as a hero, I would say. Oops. I wonder what Rakisha's up to. Maybe he's arm wrestling that jackass at the blacksmith. Terrible. I'm gonna ask her about this. I might actually even do the tutorial after this. Because I think I need to relearn. Oh, okay. I'm not doing my back dodge enough. Gotta be quick on your feet. Dead. Alright. Yeah, very good. Dodge went up from 75 to 87. Let's go back and rest for a little bit. Another hour. Just checking my time here. Got about 5 minutes left. Let's do that one more time. Another little dodge. Actually, you know what? I'll ask for the tutorial because I want to refresh my memory now of how to dodge. This has been my weak point for most of the game, and parrying I'm starting to get, but I just want to refresh my memory on this. Alright, let's... Oh. She won't train me, actually. She's not telling me anything. Okay, well, I guess we'll just have to do it the hard way. Learn by doing. Okay. Yeah, that's an easy one. Crouch. Okay, that's like, it's just a very contextual dodge, it looks like. I probably just need to be using that one more. The 2. Yeah, see, I'm just like, I'm pressing 2 and Okay. Oh, that's that move I learned. Oh, that was fast. How did she do that? So maybe I just shouldn't be doing my side ones as much. Like the 2 seems to be a very strong choice. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So I'm gonna try the 2 when fighting in the desert next time. All right. Cool. I think we'll end it there. I'm not sure why she's telling me about Jacqueline. Not really related to what we were doing. Miss you. Okay. So we'll go back here, and I'm gonna rest. Another hour. Mid-morning. Everything's going up. Very good. Maybe we spend the rest of the day actually just training. I'm gonna save it here. Or we could go talk to Aziza next time. I think, yeah, next time we'll train or we'll go back out and try to earn some money because we're actually quite close to getting enough money for the fine sword. It's mid-morning on day 5. Cool. All right. Well, yeah. Thanks for watching, folks. I think it's a shorter video today, but still cool. Defeated the fire elemental. We have that in a lamp now, and I don't know when the other 3 are coming out, but at this point, Conrad's sort of expecting to see the other 3 appear at some point. So we should keep that in mind and maybe prepare, right? Get some items that have something to do with those elements. Okay, I will see you on Friday for some more training and combat. Thanks for watching.